Welcome to CanHammer, everybody, your source for 40k from the Great White North. We have the return of Jamie. There he is. What's it say on your shirt, Jamie?
Pew 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 pew.
Pew pew pew. Nice. So we are playing a game of 40k tonight with Astra Militarum, People's Choice versus the new Genestealer cults. We decided just to take it easy and play a Maelstrom mission, and because Jamie's pretty new to his army, I haven't played Guard in a long time, and we're just going to have a little bit of a bloodbath playing some Maelstrom cards. So we're going to set up that in a minute, but we'll get to see what this Genestealer book can do, and we'll get back. So I think it's going to be fairly hard-hitting, and a lot of action in the first couple of turns, and then as the bodies die down, less going on. So we'll come back with the armies and the mission. Alright, so I put it up for a vote what I should play tonight, and the people voted for Pure Guard. So here we go. Here's my mostly Catechin Guard list, and these are all models that you've seen before, except for maybe the Wyvern, which is a recent addition. So leading the army will be a company commander there, and he's the warlord. He's got old grudges for his warlord trait, and that's it. And then I have another company commander with the Kurov's Aquila, and that's this chap's chick here. She's my favorite company commander. And then I have a Primaire Psyker. He's going to have Psychic Barrier and the Shroud spell. And I have Strachan. Then I have a Ministorum Priest and an Astropath, who's going to have Psychic Barrier as well. And then I have a unit of 8 Bulgrin, 4 with Slab Shields, and 4 with Brute Shields. And the Brute Shields are going to be these guys with the elastics on it. And then I have 7 units of infantry, just stock, but the sergeants have power swords. And then I have 3 Hellhounds with Inferno Cannons and Heavy Flamers. And then I have a Wyvern in heavy support with the Heavy Bolter, and 3 units of 3 Mortar Squads. And then I have a Talarn Supreme Command with 3 Punisher Tank Commanders. And 85 points left over for an Assassin de Jour. Haven't decided which assassin to use yet, but we'll see what happens after deployment, and we'll come back with Jamie's list. Alright, here's the Genestealer cult. Jamie, do you want me to, can I plug the person who painted your army?
Absolutely.
Alright, this army was painted amazingly by Ryan at 1 Year One Army Painting. Check him out. He's the man who painted my Tau army, of course, and he's been very busy painting lots of stuff. And so check him out, Ryan at 1 Year One Army Painting. Painted up this Genestealer force for Jamie. Alright, so what's in your force here, Jamie?
Well, first off, we'll do characters.
Okay.
So we got 1, 2, 3 Acolyte cult banners.
So basically it's 2 battalions, both four-armed Emperor or whatever it's called. Yep. And then 1 Supreme Command, which was what?
4-armed as well.
Okay, so the whole army's 4-armed.
Yeah.
Okay, so all your characters are 3 Acolyte Icon Lords. They're your 3 banner dudes. 2 Maguses.
Yep. A Primus.
Okay, what powers do your Magus have?
I haven't chose yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then Primus.
We've got 2 of the Nexus.
2 of the Nexus guys. Okay, they're the dudes with the maps.
And then 2 Clamavis.
2 Clamavis.
Spreading hate speech.
Okay.
Then you got 1 big blob of Acolytes.
Okay.
There's 2 Rocksaws in there.
Okay.
And Cutter. Okay. And another big blob over there. The exact same layout, just instead of rock grinders, they're rock drills.
Okay.
And then you got a Patriarch.
Patriarch, okay.
And you got a, I forget his name. The
Jackal
Ferris.
Alphas, yeah, okay.
Then you got an Abominant.
Abominant, yes.
And then you got the Aberrants.
So that's a 2, 4, 6, 8 man and 1 Hypermorph. Okay, so 7 man and 1 Hypermorph. Okay, cool.
And 17 Genestealers.
17 Genestealers, okay. And
then over there in the bin, you got Acolytes, all with Hand Flamers.
And this is the Hand Flamer bomb. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what, 15?
14.
14 Hand Flamers, okay.
And then in the cases is 30 guardsmen, like neophytes.
Oh, so 3 units of 10 neophyte hybrids. Yeah. And then
that's it.
That's it. Okay, cool. And you spent 3 CP on extra relics.
Yep.
And you got an extra 2 CP for your Warlord trait, which gives you D3 or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. And I assume somebody's going to have Mental Onslaught.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's going to have the control power, Mass Hypnosis or whatever. What's the control power called?
Maybe not.
Their powers are really cool.
You don't have any big guns.
Okay, cool. Well, let's come back with the mission. Okay, so we're playing chapter approved Maelstrom mission number 2. Can't remember what it's called, but it's basically 6 objectives. There's 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And the deployment is Vanguard Strike, so I'm in this corner, Jamie's over there. And basically this mission you get 3 objective cards every turn, up to a max of 6. And you lose a card if your enemy kills one of your characters. If they kill your Warlord, you lose D3 cards. Basically just add it up. First strike, Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord. So we're going to get deployed up and get started. So I rolled a deployment. I picked this side. So Jamie, you get to drop your whole army. And then I drop my army. Okay, deployment. So Jamie basically deployed 8 or 9 blips here. Scattered, there's 3 in that building. There's some around there, and then the rest in underground. So there's nothing on that side. And then I've deployed in guard line fashion, you know, tanks and hellhounds and my mortars and wyvern at the back and all this sort of stuff. So Jamie gets to decide to go first or second. Jamie, the decision. Still thinking.
What else? Do you just have the Assassin and Deep Strike?
Yeah.
What's the range on Punishers?
24, I believe.
And Mortars 48?
Mortars are 40, 48. And Wyvern's like 120.
I'll go first.
Alright, Jamie's decided to go first. I'm going to let him go first. So, have a good game, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll come back. Genestealers, turn 1. He basically revealed these blips, acolytes and neophytes back here, and then acolytes and neophytes back there, and a Nexus is there, and an Icon Ward, and then there's neophytes over there, and he spent the CP putting Aberrants and the Flamers and the Genestealers all into underground, of course, with that stratagem. The Cal doesn't come in handy. Jamie's down to 7 CP and I'm up to 15. And so now he's going to do his movement phase. Okay, so movement. These guys have moved and advanced up over here. These guys are just shuffled around over there. And these guys have done not much. There is the Jackal back there as well, the Alphas. He's just kind of peeking out. And that's about it. Right, Jamie?
I'm using the CP at the end of my movement phase.
Okay.
Return to Shadows.
Return to Shadows, okay. That costs you just 1 CP.
And see if I get it back. No.
Okay. And that lets you put 1 unit back into...
Yeah, ambush.
Ambush. And they come back next turn. Okay, which unit are you taking away?
The Acolytes over there.
These guys that you just moved? You should have just not moved them then.
Well, I wanted to see how far they moved.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. And, okay. So is that the end of your turn, Jamie? Do you have anything shooting to do?
I do. I just have my sniper. I want to try
your sniper.
See if I can snipe on a character.
Okay. Alright, end of Genestealer Cult turn 1. So we did pick off the Astropath with the Jackal Alphas. And so that gets first strike. So it's a point for Jamie. And did you score any cards, Jamie? And nothing else happened. So, yeah, you took those guys back into underground, and then nothing else happened. So, score any cards?
Do I have to, if I scored one part of it, do I have to score it?
You have to score the whole card.
Yeah, no, well, I did, but I want to get a bigger number, though.
Well, you score it. If you achieve it, you score it.
Yeah, but I can do up to 6 of them, though.
So what does the card say?
So score 1 victory point at the end of the turn for each enemy unit that was destroyed by a Genestealer, Cults, or Brood Brothers unit during this turn to a maximum of 6 victory points.
Yeah, so you score 1 point.
I have to score that?
Yeah, you can't just keep it. Yeah.
Well, I want to wait till I kill more.
Well, then you picked it up too early then. Anything else you score?
No, that's it.
No? Okay, you're dumping any cards? You can dump 1 card, as usual. Okay, so so that's 2 points for GSC. Going on to guard turn 1. Alright, Astra Militarum turn 1. I got Psychological Warfare, Defend 1, which is the one way over there. I won't even get there. And then Secure 4, which is that one. So not good, but we'll make do. So all I've done is I've shifted everything forward, just played conservatively, because all this shit could come in next turn. And I move this around. I make sure I'm out of mental onslaught range with my Punishers, and just shifted everything around. And I'll just be taking some pot shots with mortars and wyverns. So come back at the end of the turn. All right, my shooting phase. Basically, all these mortars, and only 2 wounds from the wyvern, killed 6 of these neophytes that were in there, and they've passed their morale. So nothing happened basically. And so it's still, I don't score any of these. I'm going to dump Secure 4. And so it's still 2-0 at the end of turn 1, going on to Genestealers turn 2. Okay, Genestealer movement phase. So these guys just shift around. There's a guy on that objective now. And then this unit, the Hand Flamer unit, came in over here, used a stratagem to deep strike 3 inches away. And Calidus was active again, so James just got 1 CP left. And that's all that came in, so we'll come back at the end of this turn, see what happens. Oh, do you want to show us your cards, Jamie? Close my eyes. Don't put them too close to the camera. Alright, we'll give people 10 seconds to look at these cards, and...
Let me move my fat fingers.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, oh, that's it.
Genestealer end of turn 2. So these Hand Flamers killed all but 2 in that unit, and killed all but 1 in that unit there, so we're going to do morales. So I'm going to 2CP the guys on that objective. And the other guy is just going to die. Okay, so Jamie, what cards did you have? Did you score anything?
I got Hold Line for 1. 3
okay.
units in my deployment zone.
Yep, okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so it's 3-0 for Genestealers, going on to bottom of turn 2. Okay, Astra Militarum turn 2. I picked up 2 secure objectives 3s, which is that one over there, which I have. Defend 4, which is that one. And Defend 1, which is that one. And I still have Psychological Warfare. So maybe pick up a couple points this turn. And basically just shifted things forward a little bit. And shifted my Hellhound over there. And these guardsmen around. And that's about it. So we'll come back at the end of my turn. Alright, so end of my turn, basically. So I killed these dudes, and I did 4 wounds to the Magus with the Wyvern, who rolled 7 shots on 46. I forgot my Catechin reroll. And I killed those guys in the back there, too.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah.
He only has 4 wounds?
Yeah.
Alright, so I killed the Magus as well. So there we go. So it's 3-2, going on to round 3. Alright, Genestealers turn 3. Oh, what cards did you pick there, Jamie? You want to just give us a quick peek? Good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, end of movement phase. Everything's come in. So the Acolytes are here. Genestealers, Patriarch, Primus, Icon Ward, Clavimus, Nexus. Magus is in this building right here on the 2nd floor. These guys moved and advanced up there. Nothing else back there moved. And then back here, we have a Icon Ward, a Clamavis, and the Abominant and the Aberrant drop back here. And so, game is on. Let's see what happens at the end of this turn, if anything's left. Okay, end of Genestealer's turn 3. Basically, this unit lost 6 guys from this. These Aberrants came in and made it. These 2 characters made it, but the Genestealers and the Patriarch did not make it, and they've gone into here and killed 3 of these guys in return. Those guys lost a couple guys in Overwatch and didn't make the charge. The Aberrants made it in here, but the Abominant didn't, and did 9 wounds to this guy. He's got 2 left. And that is basically it. So what cards do you score, Jamie?
Supremacy.
Supremacy.
For D3. For 1.
Okay. Okay, so just 1 point for Genestealers, so it's 4-2 right now, going to the bottom of 3. Alright, guard, turn 3. So secure 6, which is the middle objective. Overwhelming firepower is kill something shooting. Assassinate, kill a character. Defend 1, which is the far corner still. And psychological warfare, fail morale. And so I've moved this Hellhound back. He's closest now to this icon ward. I've got these guys pulled back, and those 4-man is there. I pulled up this Hellhound. These guys are all here. The Bullgren are still kind of hanging around. This commander's here. This commander's here. This commander moved back a little bit. This unit's come over here, and the Hellhound pulled out, and those 2 dudes are still up there. All right, we'll come back at the end of this turn. All right, Astra Militarum, turn 3. Pretty good turn. So I killed the Icon Ward and this whole unit in shooting. And I killed that Acolyte unit in shooting and killed the Jackal Alphas in shooting and combat. And I killed all the Aberrants in shooting and did a couple of wounds to the Abominant back there. And I scored 5 points. So it's currently 7-4 going on to turn 4. Okay, so actually Jamie scores Defend 1, Defend 4, and this Genestealer one, which if you lose a character, you get a CP?
No, use the Unquestioned Loyalty to lose a minion. So like over there when I...
Oh, okay, you used your ability. Okay, yeah, and you lost a dude.
Just use it.
Just one dude, too, yeah, because you rolled 4 dudes. Okay, cool. So actually that's 5 points for you. So it's 9-7 at the end of 3 turns for Genestealers going on to turn 4. Okay, Genestealer's turn 4. Actually, we were wrong. He still has 1 guy alive in that unit. That doesn't change anything, but and he was fearless because of the Patriarch. So these guys all moved up. The Genestealers can't invest in charge, but they can if we get a power off. So they've moved and advanced up to here. The Primus is there. And then I totally forgot to do the Calidus last turn. And so those 3 guys have come over to take her out. And that's about it. So we'll come back at the end of this turn. Okay, end of Genestealer turn 4. This Hellhound is dead. Those guardsmen are all dead except for this one dude. The Primus piled into this tank. Didn't take any damage, was tied up. Back there, the Calidus survived with 2 wounds left and did 1 wound to the Abominant.
Nothing. He already had that on him.
Oh, he already had that, and he's going to heal next turn. Well, he will heal in your turn, right? Okay. And that's it. So what cards did you score, Jamie?
I don't know if I got it, but behind enemy lines.
So you have Primus? To get... your Primus has to be behind enemy lines?
Well, no, it's behind enemy lines, and the only unit I think I have is the Primus. I don't know yet.
Okay, well, this is the middle. You'd have to be 12. So no, you wouldn't be in. So nobody's in. Okay, any other cards you score?
No.
No? Okay. So still 9-7 at the end of Genestealer's turn 4, going on to bottom turn 4. Okay, turn 4, Astra Militarum, I pulled no prisoners. Defend 6, which is the middle, which I'll get. Secure 2, which is this one, which I won't get. Defend 1, which is that one back there, which I can't get to. And Psychological Warfare, which is the one I had from the beginning of the game. Okay, we'll see what happens at the end of turn 4. Okay, end of Astra Militarum turn 4. This unit is gone in shooting. Killed the Icon Ward and the Clavimus there with the Calidus and shooting, and the Abominant whiffed on the Calidus, who's got 2 wounds left. And that's about the Primus is gone as well. So I scored 4 points, so it's 11-9 going on to turn 5. Okay, turn 5 for GSC. Jamie, just to give us a gander at what cards. Keep in mind, this could be the last turn. It's variable game length. So, and it's close, so I just added another point. I'm at 12-9 because of Slay the Warlord. The Patriarch was the Warlord. So what card? Show us your cards there, Jamie.
And you got my first blood, right?
Yeah, I got your first blood.
Okay.
Tell me when you're good, Jamie.
Well, if anybody, I got 6 total, so
okay.
If anybody can see them.
Yeah, no big deal. Okay, cool. So movement phase, 1 CP regained. Somehow, I think I used the stratagem, or I used the 2 CP stratagem on the Calidus so she can get -1 to hit, and then Jamie gained a CP and then used it to pop that remaining Acolyte into back underground. These two characters move back there. The Magus moved down to the bottom floor, and that's about it. The Abominant's back there, and these guys tucked back in. So that's it. So we'll come back at the end of turn 5. Okay, end of the turn is pretty fast. Nothing done to the Calidus, and 2 wounds done back to the Abominant. And did you score any cards, Jamie?
I did not.
You didn't score any cards?
No.
Oh, you must be saving up. Okay. Okay, so it remains 12-9 for guard.
Where is...
Alright, so end of 5, the game does go on, but I scored, it's 19-9 right now, and I killed everything except for the couple of units back, that 1 unit back there, so there's no kind of way, and I'm on most of the objectives. So we called it, and that is the end of the game. So yeah, decent victory for the Astra Militarum. It was really just a waiting game till turn 3, and then surviving the onslaught. Unfortunately for Jamie, by the time turn 3 came around, he was out of CP and he couldn't do any of the movement shenanigans and things, and so he failed a whole bunch of his charges, so I could just survive each little hit and pick them off. And Talarn tank commanders are really good at clearing things with only 5 up save and T3. So wasn't great for Jamie from that respect. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll get another game versus Genestealer soon. And thank you for watching.